Today's video is going to be about why I separated my guinea pigs. So ever since I got my guinea pigs, they've always had a bit of a hard bond. Even the lady I got them from told me that they might have to be separated at times. I didn't really think much of it. I put them in their cage, and after a little while I noticed they were having problems. They were fighting each other a bit. Garrett was chasing little Chippy around. Chippy, say hello. So yeah, Garrett was chasing Chippy around, and it just wasn't going very well. So I decided to do something about it. So I doubled up on hay bags and water bottles and tried to kind of make them their own side. I didn't split the cage completely, but I did kind of give them their own side to go to, and it was working for a little while, and then it kind of they kind of went back to fighting each other. So after a while, I just decided that it was time to upgrade the cage. I already wanted to do it, and I knew of a cheap option I could use. So that's when I built this big cage here. And at first it started out to be a 8-foot by 2-foot cage until recently, which is, it was working at first, and then they started fighting again these past couple weeks. So I had to make it even bigger, and this time I actually split it in half. So this is kind of like the guinea pigs' first time away from each other. It's kind of hard for me to see them, little Gary here, alone, but if it's best for the herd, that's just what I'm going to go for. So yeah, this is what the cage currently looks like now. Nugget and Chippy have their side, and then Gary has his side over here. So this is what it looks like right now. I've noticed though that Nugget, little Nugget over here, is desperately trying to get to Garrett. He even went so far as to jump this little wall here, which is actually 12 inches. I didn't know guinea pigs could jump so high. So yeah, he even went that far to get to his friend Garrett. So I'm thinking that I'm going to try to run some tests and show you guys and see if maybe Nugget and Garrett would like to be in here and Chippy would like to be alone. So yeah, I'm going to go and run some tests and just kind of watch them, give them each 10 minutes together in what groups I want them, just kind of mix and match. So we'll see how that goes. So it happens to be vegetable time, so while I'm filming and talking to you about what happened, I'm going to be feeding the guinea pigs their vegetables, so hopefully we can get some cute footage of them munching. So I'm going to go ahead and get their vegetables. Start by putting Nugget and Garrett in this cage and moving Chippy over this cage. Actually, Chippy and Nugget have been in here together for, I think, maybe like an hour or so now. So I'm going to try and put the Garrett and Nugget together and see if that makes a difference. So I'm just going to go get Gary. Hello, buddy. I don't know why he's very frightened of being picked up. I really don't know why. But yeah, he hates being picked up, and he squeaks like he's dying, but he's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna let him go in here, and then you can see like he goes after Chippy immediately because he's just like desperate to hurt him. I don't really quite know why. So now I'm gonna get Chippy. Chippy is extremely fast and extremely hard to catch, so let's see if I can get him. Chippy. Okay. Okay, now that I got him here, I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the other cage. And I'm actually going to switch stuff around because there is a couple of things that like Gary really likes and a couple of things that Chippy really likes. So like this is one of Chip's like favorite hides, and Gary doesn't use it so much, and that's like Gary's favorite hide. So, and Chip doesn't use it much, so I'm going to try this. We're just going to change it up. Gary actually like loves this tunnel to death, so we'll put this in here for him. And then Dippy likes to chew on this, so we'll put this in here. Okay, so that looks good. Just put the hay. So yeah, I'm gonna try it like that and see if that makes a difference. I don't know if Gary's gonna be mean with Nugget, or maybe they'll like be really happy together. So yeah, we're just gonna wait around and see how that goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some hyperlapse of them and just see what they get up to and if they attack each other at all. You can already hear Gary's rumbling away a little bit. And you can tell he's just quite vicious around any of the other guinea pigs. So we'll see if he attacks Nugget at all. quite happy. There was a little bit of rumbling from Garrett, and Nugget just kind of puts him back in his place. So they were even eating hay together, which is really good. So yeah, I guess they do get along fine. Chippy over here is actually really, really happy. The whole time I was videoing the boys, he was like popcorning and letting me come and pet him, which is quite rare. So yeah, he was very, very happy. So I guess he likes being alone, but I still can't quite tell if they like being together. I think Nugget does, but I really don't think Garrett likes him. So maybe Gary's just doesn't like anyone. But Nugget obviously really loves him. If he loved him enough to jump the wall. So yeah, I guess I'll just leave them in here for a little longer and maybe try to put Nugget back in, or Chip and Nugget back in here, and test that out again and see if Nugget tries to jump over again, because that would be some really cool footage if I could get him to do that again, because it was really funny. He just like flew right over it. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to put Chippy back in here and see what happens then. Chippy is back, and Nugget doesn't really seem to notice that Garrett's gone yet. Chippy's completely happy still. But yeah, it seems about the same, and Garrett seems fine back there by himself too. So I don't really quite know what to do. I mean, both ways seem to be working just fine. So I really don't know if I should do Nugget and Chip or Garrett and Nugget. So I guess I'll just have to kind of wait and watch and do some more time lapse and see what they do with each other. Turn off the hyperlapse because Nugget was asleep or falling asleep, and Chippy, I think, is about to go to sleep anyway, so they're not going to be moving around much, so there's much to video. So yeah, I'm just going to watch them for a while, and I'll come back with the results later. I think I've finally come to a decision. I think Chippy I'm going to let live alone, and Gary and Nugget are going to live together. This decision could change based on running more tests, or also just if something bad happens. So yeah, it was a bit of a hard decision to decide on, but I think it's best for Chippy and Garrett and Nugget all at the same time. Chippy actually seemed very happy to live alone, so I think that's going to be our final decision. If you have a hard time deciding with your own guinea pigs if you should separate them or not, it can be very hard, and I have waited months to do this, so I'm glad I could finally come to a good decision. I think they're going to be very happy from now on. They can still smell and hear each other through the wall, and they'll just live out very nice, happy lives, even though they're not together anymore. As always, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please give us a like, and maybe even subscribe. Thanks for watching.